my thing is, literally every rap song in 2007
Was about Obama.
was mentioning how
That's rough.
Barack Obama was fucking black.
Yeah, for sure.
Every single
My
rap song.
president is
every rap
black and my
artist.
Lambo's blue.
Yeah. Literally every rap song.
And I'll be goddamned if my rims ain't too. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm feeling it today. You know, I wore some Bills apparel.
Again.
Last week was the Hot Moms.
No,
it was
yeah.
just Bill's color.
Yeah.
But I feel like they need it this week.
They need the black. It's a funeral game. We're coming out strong and just letting them know we're putting them away early.
Last time one of my favorite teams did that, you know what happened.
What do you mean? Who did that?
When the Knicks did that against the Celtics in the
playoffs?
playoffs?
Yeah, but like that's forever ago now. I like that idea that they do the funeral game attire though. That shit's kind of sweet.
Yeah, but
that's mad cocky. And you gotta finish. If you don't finish, I feel like it never bodes well.
The Knicks did it. Well, the Knicks finished, but not that day. They finished the next game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I felt like they needed an extra push in the back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after last week,
Ugh.
Are
we still at 35 points per game?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, what they ended with 17?
Yeah.
17.
Was it 17? I think Pittsburgh had 17.
No, Pittsburgh had 23, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember.
23 or 24. I don't know.
It was not a good game.
Whatever. I still think we're going to average around 30 points a game, even if we started slow.
Well, that's going to cut into our 17 points is going to cut into that heavy.
Yeah. That just means we need 1 or 2 40-point games.
50-point games.
60.
I mean, 70.
All right, let's settle down. You think like when games like that happen in the NFL, it's like Little League where they're like, all right, like you're gonna make these people upset, like take it easy on them, or is it like nah, like keep scoring?
You think you're asking me if that happens in Little League?
Because I know like in I assume in the NFL like you're gonna take your starters out, you're gonna put the backups in. But what if the backups coming in there balling?
Right.
Like are you supposed to say, yo, don't score this touchdown just because we're up 45 points?
Yeah, just lay down on the one.
Nah, that's whack.
I would lay down on the one. If my coach told me to lay down on the one, like
with 11 minutes left?
No, that's true. I'm scoring the ball.
Yeah.
I'd have to assume that Little League coaches are preaching sportsmanship. You know what I'm saying?
To an extent, I'd hope.
I mean, I think everyone preaches sportsmanship.
Dude, I also know that, like, Little League, depending on where you're playing, there's definitely parts of Little League where they're like, go out there and break that kid's leg.
Yeah, there might be.
Like, I definitely know that's not a thing in the NFL. Because
targeting?
The NFL, I mean, targeting, yeah, but literally saying, yo, go break that kid's leg.
You,
like, I don't think
remember, what was it, Bountygate? The Saints? Come on, dude.
Bountygate. I'm tired of all the gates.
Me too. Why are they gates? What was Spygate? Did just Bill Belichick just have people post it up in the Jets practice?
Yeah.
And he was just like, well, you never told me I couldn't do this.
Yeah.
They found like a loophole around it or something.
I mean, is it cheating?
Deflategate made no sense because they were, correct me if I'm wrong here, the balls weren't deflated till like the second half and they were already blowing boys out, right?
I mean, I don't know. My thing is, it's harder to throw with a flat ball.
Yeah, but it wasn't flat, but it's easier to catch a flatter ball. That's what it was.
So Tom Brady was having the balls flattened not for his sake, but for the sake of his mediocre receivers?
I'd have to assume so, yeah.
I mean, he's a genius.
That's what I'm saying.
To come up with that is just...
Tom Brady makes everyone around him better by deflating the balls. Makes it easier for them to catch. I would love to go out there and catch passes from Tom Brady if the balls were deflated.
You wouldn't catch a regular
No,
pass?
because I'd be out there looking sweet as fuck. Nah, dude, NFL balls are like huge, no cap. No homo.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen an NFL ball before.
They're huge. Like, they're hard to catch one-handers and shit. Like,
why are you don't need to catch it with one hand.
Yeah, but I'd look raw.
So if it's flat, just because you could...
Yes, I'm saying squeeze it a little bit. My hands aren't that big.
How flat do you think this ball is?
There was a couple Damn, what's the measurement of air? Uh, it's in the side of your car on the panel. FPS or something like that. I should know this.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You should answer that FaceTime.
What's...
Answer that FaceTime.
Oh! That's crazy.
He dubbed your shit.
I was really about to be like, hey, Matt, you're with us live on the Drum Over Flat podcast.
He saw connecting at the end. He's like, fuck. Damn, that's funny as hell.
Oh, wow.
What?
I answered, dude. I'm calling him back. He's being a... Oh, that's loud in the mic.
That is very loud in the mic.
Good morning, Matt Collin. You're our first caller here on the Drum Over Flat podcast. How are you?
Phenomenal today, boys. The sun is shining. The air quality is great. I'm living life, man.
Great to hear, man. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. How you doing, man? What are you up to this morning?
You know, just living the degenerate life. Put my same clothes back on from last night, and now I'm going to the casino to make some bets.
Hey.
All right. So, dirtbag moves. Nothing new with you, huh, pal?
There's never a new move with me. I'm the most predictable guy you're ever going to meet.
This is why we love you, man.
Good thing we're not going to ever meet him. Hopefully.
What you just say to me?
Hey. So, catch you next time.
Yo, boys are like, bitch.
Yo! All right, bye.
I hate that guy.
All right, man.
Again,
and,
is he a
yeah,
guy?
that was our first segment of
Dude, I would love to like get a guest on here and like
taking calls.
like on Zoom. Like we can Zoom someone and then I can cap them and then add it to our video little box in the corner of their Zoom chat.
This is our tech guy. His name's Helm.
Yeah, Helmwood is like my alter ego, the
No,
guy that
just
sets up
Helm.
the pod. Yeah, I mean,
Just Helm.
it is me at the helm. A couple things that
Headstrong.
I love that song, dude.
Yeah, I was talking with Tasio one day, and like I sent him a lot of music because he asked me to,
Mm-hmm.
and I sent him
You sent them Headstrong.
no. I sent him movements, and I said, hey, it might be a little heavier than you think, and they're not really heavy.
No,
But I said heavier than he thinks.
they're just aggressive at times.
Yeah, and
Which is-
he listened to them and he was like, "Bro, like I was expecting like Headstrong heavy," and I was like, "That song's not heavy at all."
I mean, it's not heavy.
Movements is heavier than Headstrong.
Who strings Headstrong? Trapped. I don't even know who Trapped. Wait, right? Yeah.
with
I
a
don't
T?
even know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even know who that is.
yeah. I don't like
Headstrong's like the only song of theirs I know.
them. Who else is like that? Like
Kind of like Disturbed, but I feel like
I definitely know 2 songs by Disturbed.
right, but like I listened to a random Rock Band 4 has like a random ass Disturbed song on it, and that shit slaps. And I'm like, yo, like, do the rest of their songs like kind of slap?
Yo,
I haven't really dug into their catalog.
I've dealt with that situation because I mean like I said, dude, like I can name 2 Disturbed songs
yeah.
off top, but I'm sure they have other good songs. That's how I feel with like Five Finger Death Punch.
See, that's another one of those bands that like I would never know.
Yeah. Like I know 2. I literally only know 2 songs by them, and both songs are good. But I know I've heard other songs by them where I was like, "Wow, this isn't even that bad."
Yeah, the only way
just
that
don't
I'm
know
really
them.
ever like picking up on a random band is like if I hear a song by them randomly somewhere and it like catches my ear, then I'll be like, oh, word.
It's really hard for bands to have all good music, but I feel like there's a solid amount of bands that have majority good music.
And dude, like there's so much music these days. It's so
yeah.
fucking hard to keep up with,
Yeah.
dude. Like
You can never know
You
it
could
all.
literally show me a new band every day
Yeah, you can never know
for the
it
rest
all.
of my life.
Well,
And it's hard to keep up, dude. I have a whole list on my phone of just like bands I got to get to.
yeah, that's why like
Oh my God.
on Spotify, I enjoy that they do users also listen to, and, you know, and it'll say bands that are similar, and sometimes
Bro.
the bands aren't even similar at all, but like
Yeah.
I guess people who listen to this band sometimes also listen to that band.
Yeah, no, for sure. I haven't, and that's definitely like a that's definitely like a tool that I want to eventually use because I've seen that on there, like suggested stuff based off
Yeah.
what you listen to. But like I have so much to already listen to
Yeah.
that I feel like I'm never gonna get to the suggested
That's why
things.
I kind of at times when I'm in a funk like I am right now, like there hasn't really been any good music coming out. The Plot and You just dropped an album. I haven't got to listen to it yet. But like Drake dropped his album, Kanye dropped their album, back to back weekends, and then after that, like nothing big has happened.
Didn't Kendrick Lamar drop an album?
No, he's going to.
He just put out a couple songs or something.
He was on his little cousin's album, yeah. Baby
Oh,
Keem. The shit's fire.
right.
But my thing is like when I'm in between like, oh, I just listened to two really famous people's good projects and I don't have any other projects to look forward to. I'm either listening to stuff I was listening to before, listening to that, or listening to random music just because, it's like one of those situations that says, oh, listen, or I'll put like Movements radio on or
Right.
Dance Gavin Dance radio on, and it'll
Right.
show me a bunch of bands similar to them, and I'm like, yo, this band sucks or this band sounds decent.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I want to get into is eventually like putting on those suggested or the radios where it's like it gives me an opportunity for something to catch my ear that I've never heard of before. But I just don't have time right now, bro. Like I got mad albums to fucking get through. It's
Yeah, I
fucking
hear
stupid, man.
Yeah.
That's just the way I'm listening to music right now. If I find a band, like I'm listening head to toe of everything they
That's
have.
how I am too.
So
Yeah, I want to make sure I know whether they're actually good or not.
facts.
I feel that. I feel that.
But they have Spotify also has like a playlist that you can follow that's called Release Radar, and it like goes based off everything you ever listen to,
Yeah.
and it like shows you new stuff that's coming
Okay,
out
cool,
every like week or so.
Yeah.
That shit's dope though.
Dude, keeping up with some stuff is hard too because like I try to tell people all the time, like keeping up with like hip hop is so easy because they're so famous. Like all of them are so famous. I feel like keeping up with rock music, like you kind of have to go looking.
Oh, you
for
got to
it.
dig, yeah,
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
can't. You're not going to see an ad like on a billboard for
No.
a band that you like. Like it's just not going to like not even what would you say is like one of the bigger bands in the world
Like, what are you getting
in
at? Though?
any genre. I mean, like Maroon 5 to me is huge.
Well, yeah, obviously, but
You
they're
won't
more
see
like
it-
a pop band now.
But even then, you won't see a Maroon 5
No, you won't.
ad, and they're huge.
Yeah, I think just like hip hop and R&B in general is like probably more easy to market, because again, like you don't. I think like around the world, or at least like in America, like stations like Kiss 91.5 are probably like the majority of radio stations. So it's like that's all pop,
Yeah.
R&B type shit. Well, not even R&B because you have
more
like
just
your
hip-hop.
you have your hip hop R&B stuff, but like the shit that's gonna get you on the radio is obviously the easiest to market. So, I mean, you have plenty of rock stations and all that shit, which is dope. But I don't know. I think,
Like those are the guys who do the work. Like they go and find all.
but even then though, like rock stations right now are all just old shit. It's either classic rock or it's like Enter Sandman.
yeah,
or
always.
just
That
like
song's always
it's
played.
just like Headstrong.
Can't go wrong when you're going headstrong.
Nah, but I definitely think that it's crazy that radio hasn't died yet.
It can't. It just can't because radio exists on everything. Like I said, like you could put Movements radio on. Is it technically
Well, yeah,
radio?
you're
No.
streaming that though.
But there are like I'm pretty sure you can listen to Kiss 98.5 on
your phone.
Spotify or on your phone
Yeah,
or
yeah.
on Last.
Uh-huh.
Like there's apps to do that. And radio to me would never die because I feel like this is very small market specifically for us, but people are listening to WGR a lot.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
Well, yeah, talk radio is a little different, but again though, like
Hey, it's still radio.
I just feel like maybe eventually.
Dude, people are tuning in to Tom Joyner Morning Show. People are tuning in to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Right, but if everything was released on a schedule and you could just stream it, I mean, I think that's more popular right now than
Yeah,
any radio show that's live.
I mean, that's also because I think you and I share this thing. I don't think we necessarily have a routine like day to day. We might have a routine every Saturday,
Right.
or every Sunday, or every Wednesday,
Right.
But every single day, like there's people who still live where their routine is wake up, go get coffee. My radio station's already on what I want.
Yeah.
I'm listening to
Right.
this same show that's on every day at this time. Come back, put my show on because Roseanne's on at 8 a.m.
Right.
on this channel,
Right.
Like, I feel like a lot of people still do that.
I think it
Even
would be.
though DVR exists,
That's my
things like
point.
that. Yeah.
I think that eventually, like, it could be cool. I mean, because, like, car tech is, like, insane now in regards to, like, your dashboard and shit. So I think it'd be cool, like, to be able to connect your phone, obviously via Bluetooth or whatever, and then you can. I mean, Sirius Radio is like cool, I guess, but I feel like you should just be able to like, because like there's an Audacity app like streams radio. If everything was recorded, pre-recorded, and then like upload the same day of type shit, like you could just hit a button and just be like, oh, I want to listen to the most recent episode of WGR, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like any talk show or whatever.
I feel like at that point they're basically podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just maybe, hopefully, the direction
So
that we're
this
going
is like
in.
modern radio.
In a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I mean,
Even though
we
there's
could be
video
doing it
to
live, but
yeah. Dude, that'd be raw.
nah.
Well, we're gonna do it at the Bills game.
Oh, for sure.
Well, not live, but it's technically live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be fun.
Dude, I can't wait. I gotta get vaccinated though.
I mean, we could do it in the tailgates.
That is true.
That's where the lit shit's gonna be.
Still trying to go to the game though.
People in the game are gonna be sitting down wanting to watch the game. Like if we get them prior.
Yeah, but
to
during like timeouts and shit.
But I'm trying to see people do some nutty shit.
No, for sure. But we have to get the in-game experience too.
What are we gonna record? Fucking and there's Josh Allen.
No, like in-game crowd.
Oh yeah, the third down.
Interaction with the crowd and shit. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be in.
I was
so-
tweaking at the home opener.
So I gotta get vaccinated.
I was very sore.
Unfortunately,
You don't want to get vaccinated.
I don't. I really don't.
Don't.
I'm gonna wait.
Bills game
I'm gonna wait just a
serious.
little bit longer, see what happens.
Just wait.
I'm pushing it as far as I can push it.
Wait till Canada's at 80%, and then we could just do everything over there.
I would love to actually do that.
That'd be lit.
I would love to actually go to Canada and maybe be a resident. Because, I mean, the weather's pretty much the same here as it is in, like, Ontario. That's the thing. I don't really know if I would want to live in Ontario, though. Because Ontario to me is, like, pretty much Niagara Falls.
London and Toronto are both in Ontario.
And I hate Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, Canada is not nearly as bad as Niagara
Oh,
Falls.
I know.
Yeah.
But Niagara Falls to U.S., trash.
So bad. Yeah.
Garbo.
Yeah.
No offense to anyone if you live there, but, like, come on.
Nah,
You
full
know
offense.
this.
Yeah, full offense.
You know this.
I was just reading an article, and it was basically saying how the person writing the article doesn't understand how a city can have something so nice that everyone eventually wants to see and experience and not build around it.
Right.
Like not make your city worth visiting at all. Like he was saying, hey, I went for the first time to see the falls and wow, it was amazing.
Right.
But as soon as you leave the falls, it's like, well, time to go back home.
Yeah.
Because there's
nothing to do around there,
Not
yeah.
even that there's nothing to do. Like it's just not even a pleasant looking place.
No, it's not. Not on this side, at least. I mean,
the
Clifton
casino's
Hills.
sweet as hell.
Clifton Hills sweet
But yeah, for sure.
for like a tourist, if you haven't been there a million times.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. I mean, Clifton Hill's still dope, no matter what.
Yeah, I've only been like maybe like 2 or 3 times, but
Clifton Hill's a good time, man.
definitely it sucks too because they don't free pour over there. They all their alcoholic beverages are measured out by a machine.
How do you know that?
Because I've been.
I've been too, but I never noticed that.
Yeah, we went to a really big like bowling alley over there that had like a crazy big bar,
You went to a
and
bowling alley in Canada?
well, we were like already hammered, so we were like, let's just find something to do.
You went to Boston Pizza.
I don't know.
Was it in Clifton Hill?
Yes,
Yeah, that's Boston Pizza.
I don't know. There's a bowling alley.
Yeah. Bowling alley, there's like air hockey.
It's huge. It was huge though.
Huge. Yeah, it's Boston Pizza.
And
That place is dope.
oh yeah, it was
place is
sweet.
dope.
But they had a machine pouring our shots.
I definitely never saw that.
Yeah. It
How long
sucked.
ago was this?
Um,
I haven't been to Clifton Hill since I was like 19.
maybe like 2016,
See,
2015,
yeah,
2016.
See, that was like 4 years after.
Yeah. So that was trash because it was expensive too. Like,
Oh
it was
yeah, it's
just,
super
it
expensive.
was just dumb.
and you got to pay to get over.
Yeah.
You got to walk. That bridge is windy as shit.
You've walked the bridge
Bro, I went to college out there. Yeah.
to get like into Canada?
Yeah, you walk the bridge from the American side to the
Well, I
Canadian
mean, yeah,
side.
obviously, but like I was just driving over.
Nah, I'm over there getting hammered. Why would I drive back?
Parked my
hammered?
car, obviously.
But-
I was staying at a motel there, or I was sitting at a hotel. We were staying at a hotel in Clifton Hill.
Canada. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. See, I
overnight.
wasn't doing that. I
Yeah,
had my
yeah.
dorms 5 minutes on the other side of the border.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were staying there overnight, so I parked my car.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad time though. We went to the casino. Obviously, we went to the casino on the other side. On
Yo,
the
that joint's dope.
no, on the on the U.S. side.
Okay, that one's dope too.
That one's all right.
I like it.
They have like the buffet and shit. That's
The
what we went there
outdoor
for,
of it,
buffet.
like the how it looks is sick.
Oh, not that one. There's like a you know the tall one, the really tall one with the like rainbow lights
lights,
on
yeah.
it. Yeah.
You
There's
went
an
to that
outside to
one?
that.
That's the outside. That's what I'm saying. Like that design is sweet to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one's dope. I thought you were talking about because there's another one on the American side that's like that, like it looks like a big ass theater on the outside, but it's the casino. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Dude, I haven't been to Niagara Falls like enough.
Yeah.
There's like a Hard Rock Cafe and shit. I don't
I'm
know.
going to Niagara Falls today.
Are you?
Yeah.
Am I going?
If you want to.
Where you going? Where you going for?
Watch some rugby.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely don't want to go.
All right.
Speaking
It's
of
uncultured.
alcohol, I wanted to ask you. I wanted to talk about like our drinking when we were like in our youth, like when we first started drinking, and I want to know like your experience with like your first couple times drinking Four Locos.
Well, my first couple times drinking in general, I would say Four Loco probably was what we would drink because at the time, Aaron Hoyt not lived by, but he went to this store that he never got ID'd at. And it's not like Aaron Hoyt looked older than us. You know, he was our age.
Yeah.
He didn't look like he was 21 at all, but like this store just didn't care to ID him. So we always
Right.
went to that store to get Four Locos. We also didn't know what else to get. You know, like we just had heard about Four Locos. We got it. And no, I mean, I've had crazy nights on Four Locos, like whether it was like I drink one and I'm done. You know, like I'm hammered. I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Or like we're going nuts. I literally remember this one night we were at Trevor's house and he had people over and like we all bought like 2 Four Locos and no one like people finished 2 but like they didn't really finish 2.
Yeah.
Like it was like, oh bro, like they babysat the second one for a
Yeah.
long
It
time.
was cracked, but
Dude, like the worst feeling, like I don't honestly, bro, it sucks for the story aspect of this question, but like those really make you black out.
oh yeah.
And I just don't remember like things I've done on them. And they make you feel like shit. I remember like always puking when I drank Four Loko. And like I just remember literally like feeling terrible. Like just absolutely gross. Like I felt like everything about what I was doing was disgusting.
Like the next day you're saying or during?
During, after, like
okay.
it, bro. And then I just knew every time it's like, can't wait to do it next Saturday.
Yeah. No, for
You know?
sure, for sure. I actually do remember my first Four Loko. A bunch of us like South Buffalo kids were hanging out. This was like junior or senior year. And during the summer. So it was definitely like in between junior senior year.
Okay.
Not that that matters. And like I said, people were like getting these Four Locos and shit. There was people getting like, you know, bottles and shit, drinking up the bottles. Oh, dude, another thing that I forgot to mention because last week's one of the viewer topics was the cringy shit that girls do. And this actually reminds me of that because like I used to hang out with these girls who just like drink off bottles and shit.
Ugh.
And the most cringy thing ever was when girls would like, they'd be like, it would look like they were like chugging a bottle, but like the liquid's not moving. So I know you're just like holding it up there. And then like your girl's like hyping you up, like, you better get it, bitch. And like, and then they like pull it back down and like wipe their lips like they fucking drank it, but like they really just took like maybe a shot. They
And
just
they're,
wanted
like,
to look
they're
like,
like plugging the hole in
Yeah.
their tongue. I've done that before.
dude, like, come on. Bro.
Don't put a camera on me when I'm taking a shot out of the bottle.
Yeah.
Like what? All of it, like, let me get drunk like how I want to get drunk.
Yeah.
I'm not here, like,
Nah, but this was before like we had cameras.
I
on
get
people.
that though, but I'm saying even like to this day, like if I have a bottle in my hand, we're like at bottle service or something. Like if I'm going to take a shot out the bottle, don't record
someone's
me
like-
because I'm about to.
Yeah, you're
I'm
about
gonna
to
do the
hold
same
that shit.
thing, damn
Yeah,
near.
yeah.
But the trick I've learned to like avoid getting
Shake
caught
it a
doing
little bit
that.
so it's
No. To avoid getting caught like not actually drinking is to waterfall it.
Mm-hmm.
So you like, you put the nozzle thing on and you.
Mm-hmm.
I look nuts right now, but
Yeah, you're wow. Tweaking.
but yeah, like waterfall it instead. But nah, I mean like, dude, girls do that with like $5 Moscato.
Yeah.
I have no respect for them.
So this one was at I remember like again we bought 4 Locos. People were obviously drinking beer or whatever, and they bought like Malibu. And they were doing that with the Malibu. So you can't even see the liquid. I see what they're doing. You can't even see the liquid moving. So you don't even know how much.
You're not even
That's literally an
swallowing.
empty bottle. Like,
Yeah.
But we were at the golf course at Kaz.
Okay.
And like we were just all just having a good time on the greens, just chilling.
greens.
And like at this point, like by the time we got there, I'm pretty like well into my Loco. So like I'm fucked. And
You were going loco?
yeah, I was just having like a really fucking good time. And for whatever reason, every time I get like really hammered, or like before, at least when I was younger and I was like outside hammered, I don't know, like you can't like beat the feeling of like running really fast when you're drunk. Like when you're fucked up, like fucked, I feel like I really enjoy like running. Like I don't know.
That's the last thing I want to do. When
I know, but like for whatever reason, like when I run, like I feel like I'm just going so fucking fast, and so like I'm like running around this this golf course with like I'm like doing the
Doing
Naruto
this?
run
Yeah.
damn near like, but I'm Sonic, got the Sonic hat on.
There was a kid in my elementary school named James.
You've never ran hammered and been like, yo, I'm fast as fuck right now, and like
Oh.
and you're like in flip flops.
I mean, yeah, for sure, but
it's
I mean,
fun.
like, it's not what I aspire to do when I know I'm going to go drinking. Like you were probably like, I can't wait to run on this local later.
Nah. It just like happens. Like if there was ever a situation where I had to like be running, or like if I just felt like running,
I don't know, man.
it was just fun. I don't know.
Eh.
I know there's other people out there that
I
don't talk about
know.
it. You just feel like you're just like blowing in the wind and shit, dude. Like you giant smile on your face because you're just hammered.
I don't think I was ever happy off of a Four Loco.
Yeah.
I think I was pretending to be happy.
Kevin almost fought me off Locos. We were at his house again, probably the same summer.
We should get Drew Vasquez and TJ Hayes to come, like, reenact the fight.
Oh, that was disgusting. They were damn near both off 4 Loko at that time too.
That's raw.
I think just everyone in South Buffalo at some point was just off 4 Loko at Casper.
South Buffalo was gross.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the place to be in high school, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say like the first 2 years. Like my first 2 years at Tech, South Buffalo were the place to be.
I agree.
Then senior year, I was like, dude, I'm never going to South Buffalo.
I agree. I met a lot of people there.
Yeah. Cavs was just like, I feel like white people's parents didn't care.
What do you mean?
Like they just allowed you guys to do whatever. And I'd just be like,
I
hey,
just
mom,
don't-
I'm going to my white friend's house. And she'd be like, oh, he must be in good hands.
I don't think that they really even knew what was going on though.
Well,
it's not
that
like we were
too.
doing crazy shit.
But like,
we always came home. That was the thing, and we were fine.
yeah, my thing is like, when I had people come over my house, we either stayed in the house
Mhm.
or we stayed around my house.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like we were going to the park and drinking, you know,
Right.
until like senior year,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Dude, I used to like when I first started drinking, like at people's houses and shit. Like that was like probably some of the best times I've had drinking. Now I'm drinking like
I don't know.
it was
I don't
just
know.
fun, dude. Like
Yeah,
the
I mean,
first few years
my
of like
thing
playing
is-
beer pong and stuff, and like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
drinking underage, so it's just like I don't know, it's just
Nah,
fun.
my thing is more so like I genuinely just enjoyed that. Like now we go to bars and shit, and obviously you see people you know, but like
Mhm.
we used to cater our gatherings specifically for us.
Yeah,
You know, now we go to bars, it's not catered specifically for us. So
Yeah.
like whenever we'd meet up, we'd go, you know, to the basement or something at the Fabians or whatever. And
Right.
you know, it's literally 40 people that we all enjoy
Yeah,
being with.
exactly.
You know?
That's the
and
thing.
We're listening to the music we want to hear. We're playing the games we want to play. There's
Right.
no one in the way.
right.
You know, there's no restrictions.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that was raw.
Those were
Bro,
the best times.
Yo, no lie, dude. Like this is terrible to admit, but I used to drink and drive so much in high school, dude.
Damn.
So much.
I can't say that I didn't, not in high school, but like I can't say that I didn't as of like
Dude,
probably
but
the
I'm
last,
thinking of, like,
10 years, but
I didn't get my license until I was 18. That's senior year of high school. I was driving I would say not a lot, but my mom was definitely let me take her car to like go to my friends' houses, not telling her I was partying. But like when I was like 16, and I would drive home murdered, like absolutely done.
That's fucked.
Dude, I remember this one time I literally drove my mom's car home and I was so drunk I was scared that they would notice that I was drunk coming home. So I slept in the back seat of my mom's car in our driveway.
That's fucked.
Like in winter time, like
Yeah,
it was very cold.
Yeah, you were
but I was just so scared that my parents would literally beat the shit out of me if they saw me come home so hammered,
Yeah.
especially driving.
Yeah. Nah, dude, I don't know how people and like people do that shit like on a weekly basis, like willingly too though.
I've gotten a lot better with that.
Yeah.
A lot better.
It's probably one of my like least favorite things ever. Like
Dude, like it's not even that I want to do it. It's just I'm so self-convincing that I tell
Same.
myself like, dude, you're fucking fine.
you're literally like the greatest driver ever.
And I mean, like
so-
right now, like, have I ever been pulled over for drinking or driving? No.
No, me neither.
Have I ever gotten a DUI? No.
Yeah, me neither.
You know. So my thing is, I'm taking that into consideration as I'm good at it. When in reality, I should be taken into consideration as I'm lucky. You know.
Oh, same.
Instead of saying, "Oh shit, I'm skilled at that," I should be admitting, "No, I'm lucky as fuck."
Yeah,
you know.
You're the worst person of all time, but
Yeah. And my thing is,
here you are.
I don't not drink and drive for the reasons that other people tell you not to. Like you can kill someone or you can kill yourself, you know, cause an accident. I'm like, that's not why I don't drink and drive. I don't drink and drive because it's just a bad thing to do in general.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not thinking about the worst possible things. You know, I can drive perfectly fine hammered, you know, and just get pulled over.
You can drive sober as fuck and kill somebody.
Literally.
But, like that literally doesn't mean anything.
That's why I try, you know, like I don't look at it that way, but like, yeah, that shit, dude, I was bad. Like when I say literally every party I went to, if I drove there, I drove home drunk. Like I was never sleeping at people's houses.
Right. I'm the same way with convincing myself. I'll literally drive like 25, 30-minute drives.
Bad, bro.
And not remember how I even got home. I'm like, yo, my tunnel vision must be nuts. Like
bad.
I don't think that I would ever drive home. I don't think I would ever attempt to drive home though if I was somewhere that I couldn't immediately figure out how to get home.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Without
Without my GPS. I'm not about to be trying to look at my GPS and shit while I'm fucking hammered.
That's not even a thought.
No.
Imagine,
dude. Then you're definitely crashing. Yeah. And I think it's just like the hardest thing to like stay focused on driving when you're hammered. Like,
and you're tired when you're hammered.
Yeah.
You know, like the reason you left the party is because one, you're hammered. Two, you're probably tired. You know, you're exhausted.
I've driven home from Bearcats before, like twice, probably in the last like 2 years, and I'm not proud of it, but like pretty fucked up. But I've stayed till like almost 4 a.m. and I'm like sitting there on the couch and like there's people sleeping next to me on the same couch that I'm probably gonna have to sleep on, and there's not a blanket in sight. So
it doesn't make me want to be a part of any of that.
I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm driving home.
Yeah,
I'm driving home.
I remember when you lost your phone,
dude. Yeah, dude.
Dude, that was hilarious.
And then I like continued to just get hammered afterwards.
That was like the worst point I've ever seen you at.
Dude, I was so upset.
You were like down in the dumps, and you were like, bro, fuck that. Like, I've never seen you tell me to have a day. You're like, you were hammered at like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Then everything was downhill from that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I drank a whole case of White Claws at your house before we even left. And that's why I lost my phone.
Yeah, what were we doing?
I don't know. We were going to Dave's first going away party.
Dude, and you dropped your phone on like Elmwood. Like picking alcohol up.
Yeah, when we were going to get more alcohol. Because I have a tendency to like when I drive or if I'm sitting in the passenger seat, I'll tuck my phone like in my crotch for whatever reason because there ain't nowhere to put it, and I'm not putting it back in my pocket. So I have a tendency to do that, and then I'm assuming when you let me out in the middle of the street so that you can find parking.
Yeah.
So I must have literally just gotten up and it just plopped out, didn't hear it because I'm wasted at this point, and I go into the store.
Yeah, that day was nuts. And you missed a good going away party.
But dude, that's the thing. I was fucked up and you let me drive your car back downtown to look for my phone.
I'm a good friend.
Bro, I was literally downtown in the middle of the street. I was out right outside of my cousin Vintage, like, yo, y'all seen a phone? Like, they were gonna tell me that they saw it. Like, just some couple dudes sitting on some steps.
You don't want it. It's not an iPhone. It's Google.
I'm pretty sure there was like people in that same plaza where that liquor store's at, like filming a fucking music video, and I went up in there and I was like, bro, have you guys like seen a phone, dude? And I'm just
and
like,
they made that a part of their video.
That would have
like
been
it was
raw.
a skit.
That would have been raw. I need to be compensated.
Sue them, yeah.
But never found my phone. That shit sucked. Oh, but like someone definitely picked it up though because I tracked it.
Yeah, you
and
told
it
me
went
it
like
was
all
moving.
the way back, like maybe like 6 blocks
You
from
told
here.
me it was moving.
So, and then like I like tried to message my phone and shit. Like, do you have my phone? Obviously, someone took that shit and wasn't about to give me that shit back. So that's the worst. Though.
They didn't
Like,
get nothing
what the
out
fuck
of
are
it.
you picking a random phone up for? If you don't have a smartphone in this day and age, like,
I get that, but I mean,
are you really gonna flip that fucking used phone?
I also don't know if I agree with. Is that stealing?
Yeah.
You found something. You didn't take it.
Right, but you didn't return it to anyone. So yeah, you stole that.
You are
shit.
not obligated to do that.
Yes, you are.
No, you're not.
If you're a good human being, you
No,
are.
you're not.
Okay, so
If you're a good human being, what like see that
if you find property that's not
I'm gonna
yours
say
and you
a
don't
bit-
attempt to return it, then you're stealing it.
but what if you never find out whose it is?
That's on you.
How?
If you don't attempt, see that's the thing. If you never find out but you attempted, then sure. But if you never attempted, then the fuck?
I don't know. No, the way I look at it is like, don't lose your phone. Boom.
I mean, it's hard.
It wasn't stolen from you. You lost it.
I did
and
lose
I
it.
found it.
I did
Finders,
lose it.
keepers, losers, weepers.
I mean, I guess.
We were raised on that.
I guess. I just, when it comes to a phone though, it's like that's your. I mean, unfortunately, it's like almost your whole life these days.
I'm much more worried about losing my wallet than my phone.
Well, yeah, obviously, I would hate to lose my fucking wallet. Oh my god, dude. There's
Losing
time,
my phone, I'm like, fuck.
there's
I
the
can't
worst
post on
feeling is
Instagram
like
for
when
3
you leave
days.
the house and you're already gone or whatever, and then like you touch your pockets and there's like nothing there, and then your heart just drops. Like,
Dude,
oh,
I never lose shit.
where is it?
Other people lose shit that's mine. Like, let's say, like, if I'm just trying to be a good friend and I'm like, yo, like, I got shots this round, take my card. And then, like, they'll come back with the shots and be like, bro, where's my card? And be like, fuck, dude, I must have left it on the bar. And then it's just gone. You know how many times that's happened to me?
That sucks. Fuck
Dude,
that,
like,
dude.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I'll just Venmo you.
dude, yo, I guess. But, like, this,
Fuck.
like,
I'm never giving someone else my. Like,
I don't think Venmo existed when, like, the last time this happened to me.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe it did and I just, or PayPal was it? You had to use PayPal.
No one was really using PayPal.
Like that, no.
Yeah, no.
You know, but like, yeah, that's happened so many times to me. And I'd be like, bro, like, you left my card on the bar so you could carry 2 shit. You could have just called me over.
Put it in your pocket.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like,
But-
where's your card?
But see, that's the thing though. Like, you really can't control what people do when you're fucked up.
And
so
I can't
it's
be
like-
mad because I gave them my card.
Right.
Well, I can be mad, but not mad at them. There's no reason for me to
Yeah.
be mad at them.
I mean, you knew when you were handing them that card that like the possibilities are endless. So like, there was a chance you weren't getting that back
He could have bought whatever he wanted.
for sure.
But
I would have been
try-
like, "Yo, bring a
I'm not
receipt
going to
back."
give it to someone I don't trust.
That's true. That's true.
And I'm definitely telling them, you know, tip accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go over there and because it's your friend bartending, you tip $20 on an $8 fucking tab.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, speaking of which, yo, that's a crazy segue because I do have written down here that I wanted to know because I think I had like a really bad experience last time I went out to like just like a regular like bar restaurant and we got a lot of food
Okay,
and I didn't tip well because the service was god awful.
that's fine.
So I want to know how do you rate like your tip?
This is the harsh reality that I think the only people who oppose this are tryhards who think they're good people just because they want to be good people and people in the industry. You chose to work a job where your finances are based off of tips. You cannot by any means be upset with being tipped badly if you deserve that.
You can't.
I understand if you were magnificent and you had a 9 top and, you know, gratuity, or let's say you had a 7 top, because typically like gratuity would be forced in if you have 8 or more. You got a 7 top and they spend $270, you know? and your service was magnificent. You were as good as could be. You guys had a good time, exchanging laughs, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. If they tip badly, who cares?
I mean, you can't like. I understand like being upset, but like let's not post this shit on social media.
That
Like
too.
you said, like you
That
took a
too.
job where unfortunately like it's not guaranteed money.
Yeah, if
So
you're mad about what the fuck you're making, go get a different job.
yeah, or I mean,
I've always felt that way, which I understand because the service industry is fun. Like
yeah,
I
it's fun, but
bartended,
it's all-
I've served, like it's
tough
fun
though too to make money like
for sure.
consistently.
Especially you don't go into working that industry thinking, oh, I'm going to make X amount of $1,000 this
Exactly.
year. Like
Exactly.
you're going to make what you make.
Yeah.
People are going to tip what they want to tip. And I understand, bro. Like there's situations where like I try to be, at least I try to be understanding. It's like a lot of people say don't go out if you can't afford to tip. No, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want,
Yeah.
just like you chose to do whatever you want in
Right.
working this position.
Right.
So let's say like if I want to take someone out, but I don't think I don't know. Let's say I have a budget, and I go somewhere fancy because I want to take this person out somewhere nice,
Right.
and like I have the money to pay the bill, but like I want to make sure I'm not overdoing it. So like not even taking like service into consideration, I'm just tipping this because that's what I wanted to spend.
Right. I feel you.
And for them to get upset and then they hit you with the don't go out if you can't afford to tip what you're supposed to tip.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like, yo.
But what am I supposed to tip? Who's you know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? There's no set
That's why
dollar
I also
amount.
hate
Like
that. I also hate that. Like, I guess it's convenient when you're just doing easy shit, but like the receipts that have like here's the percentage of 18% equals this amount of a tip, 25%, et cetera, et cetera. For what?
right.
For what? Why do I need to? Because 18% is essentially 18 to 25 is what I typically tip, unless I have like really good fucking service and I'm like, yeah, or if it's just like a friend. But like if I have like great service, like I had a great ass time, like I'll give you a juicy ass tip.
Right.
But typically I'm always around the 18 to
I
25,
feel you.
depending on what the amount is, of course.
Right.
And it's like, who's that there for? Like why am I getting a receipt on a $10 tab to tip 18%?
Yeah.
Because
No, I feel you.
a $1 tip on a $10 tab. Let's say I bought 4 beers. It came out to $10. That's the deal. I give them $1 tip. That's a 10% tip.
Right.
To people in the industry, that's not a good tip. What did you do? You literally handed me a bottled beer.
No, I know. Dude.
You want $3?
Right. Well, here was my
And
experience.
then it's looked at like we're cheap.
Exactly.
But
here's the thing though, like here's my experience. So the last time, Imperial Pizza, they opened up their big like fucking bar restaurant area now. So whatever. But you're gonna get your locals because that's what it's based on. It's in a fucking neighborhood. So it's not like you're in there spending tons of money, even though they did raise their prices like on literally everything. So like my brother came in from Cali, he's a pizza connoisseur, so like, he wants to try this and that. And he obviously grew up down the street from there, so he knows what it's like. But like we haven't been there in a long time. Right. So we went there and we got sat and like literally like this waitress like just like it sucked because again like I hate getting a lot of stuff and just leaving a shit tip, but it's like I'm going based off like my experience there altogether, like not just like the food, because like if I was tipping based off the food I'd be giving it to the chefs.
Yeah.
So like I'm asking her like the drink menu, like the taps. Like if you're a waitress at a bar and you don't know what's on tap, dude, like that's already like, come on, dude. Like where I have to like now ask you for like they didn't even have a menu for that shit either. So she wasn't sure on certain things. And so like at one point I literally got up after she took our order and I went to the bar and like I asked, I was like, hey, like, do you happen to have like any more of this left? And she was like, no, blah, 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 blah. Like super helpful. Obviously bartenders are typically dope when it comes to that stuff. But like this girl just didn't seem like she had any idea what was going on. I can't really remember because this was like in the beginning of summer, but like I just knew that the rest of like the time that we were there just like sucked.
Yeah.
It just like sucked. She took forever with stuff, bringing out pizza.
I hate that.
Bringing out pizza and like finger food. Like this is a place where like shit should just come out like easy. It wasn't crowded, believe me. It was like a Sunday afternoon, like on a non football season. And I don't know, it was just really trash. Like she forgot stuff and then like it's just like, all right, at this point it's like
You know,
What am I tipping for?
right?
I'm gonna give you pretty much the bare minimum.
Sometimes like
because you're tipping for service.
Yeah, I've never done this, but like I can understand if someone doesn't leave any tip at all in regards to service.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Right.
I've never done it because I've never been somewhere where service was that bad.
Yeah.
But I can, dude, if service is to the point where, like I said, if you literally are being really bad at handing me a slice of pizza and 2 beers, and you make it just such a hassle for yourself, I just don't understand why I'm giving you any money.
Right.
Just don't get it.
I'm going to give you the bare minimum because I am a solid person. Like, I'm not going to just, like, not give you a tip. But, like,
I get it.
You literally, like...
Dude, and one thing I also noticed, like, between working in that industry and knowing people who work in the industry, dude, these people are always fucking drunk.
Yeah, like,
again, always fucking drunk.
Again, though, it's probably because they don't like their job. So,
dude, like,
which I get though. I worked in the food industry for.
I was literally just at Cheesecake Factory a few days ago. I don't know when I went. I went for dinner, and dude, like, the chick that waited on us was literally hammered.
Right.
Like, I can tell, and I was like.
Yeah, no, that's just.
Don't get me wrong. Like, she knew everything was perfectly fine. Like, it's not like she ruined the service. But I'm like, yo, I can literally smell your alcohol breath.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Right. Yeah, I mean, and I'm definitely like, I mean, again, like,
what other jobs can you do that in?
I mean, a lot if you can get away with it. I know there's a lot of that in construction.
Really? I mean, maybe like.
Dude, there's dudes that like take coffee break at 9:30 and they're out there drinking.
That's
not like where I'm at, but like I've heard stories of people like showing up fucked up to work.
I wanted to bring this up, I guess,
which is dangerous.
This is yeah, for sure, especially in that industry.
Like,
but like one thing I noticed recently, because I was getting food at 40 Thieves the other day, and I saw my friend who's a teacher, shit faced at like 10 p.m.
Right.
Just absolutely murdered. And I was like, don't you got to teach students tomorrow?
Right.
And then she's like, yeah, I got to be at work at 8, like before 8 o'clock. I'm like, you are murdered right now.
You're going to be hungover AF.
And that made me think, like, when I was in 3rd grade, like, was my teacher?
Probably.
Dude, like, do you think, like, if we had the knowledge of what being drunk or hungover looked like when we were in 3rd grade, I'm trying to think like back. Yo, is Miss Eppolito? Did she ever have any of it? Yo, I know. You know how many teachers I know right now that are like our age that are all addicted to cocaine.
That's unfortunate.
That are all alcoholics,
dude.
They're teaching our fucking the youth.
My English teacher in 6th grade definitely was on coke all the time. She definitely was coked up. She was weird, yo. She used to like randomly like snap at us, and I was like, yo, like, dude, what the fuck are you?
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, yo, like, I never thought, not even in high school. Like, obviously, you knew what drinking and fucking. I knew that one of our teachers at our school was smoking weed.
Sure.
But like being drunk or hungover at the job, and like. I don't even think I had him as a teacher. I never saw him high while he was doing his job, but I knew he smoked weed. But like, dude, that just is so nuts to me. Like, you could be out on a Tuesday night, fucking railing lines, throwing shots and drinks back, and then you wake up at 6:30 in the morning to get ready to go teach the youth of
our youth, teach our future.
Like, what are you going to teach them?
Nothing. Do these spelling words 3 times each. You know what I'm saying?
What was up with that,
dude?
Did that help us?
Didn't remember a single one.
Name a word that, like, what was a word that every kid you think had to spell at one point?
Like in school?
Yeah.
Oh, you can literally name any word.
No.
I can't think off the top of my head of a
we did
random
not have
word.
To spell onomatopoeia.
No, of course not. Like,
so you said any word.
I don't know, dude. Like, because.
Yeah, spell yo. So I used to, whenever I'd get in trouble in school, my dad's not smart. Well, you know, not like academically intelligent.
Well, I mean, he does use 17 and 1, so we knew that.
So my dad would get so mad at me, like he would grab a dictionary and say, open the dictionary to a random page and pick a word, and you're going to write that word's definition on 10 pages.
What?
Like 10 pages in my notebook, and he'll make me write the word hyphen definition, word hyphen definition, word hyphen definition, till I had 10 pages filled with that word. He would make me do that anytime I got in trouble in school.
That's torture.
Bro, It was the worst shit ever, dude. Or he'd make me read encyclopedias.
Yo.
Like, my mom has this encyclopedia set, and I'm like, I'm not even learning anything. I'm just reading words.
Yeah. Well, it's because you're not like invested in it. You don't want to be doing it.
Well, duh.
I'm sure, like, if you wanted to do that,
But
you'd
it was
reply.
basically the Bart Simpson thing. Like, I won't do this. And, bro, he literally would just shuffle the book, random page. He's like, all right, write that definition on 10 pages. And I literally front, back, 10 pages. It'll take so long.
That's like old school though. That's old school.
Dude, that was shot.
Did your parents like work with you on homework and stuff?
Nah.
No. Yeah, my dad used to work with me on homework and shit, and that shit was tough.
I never really did homework like as a kid.
My dad used to get frustrated with the homework and the fact that like sometimes I didn't understand it. He'd be getting frustrated.
Yo.
I'm like, yo, I'm frustrated,
Yo.
dude. Like,
That
the fuck?
dude, parents are weird.
Oh my god.
Because it's like, yo, I'm asking for your help, and you're getting mad at me for needing help as a child, as your child.
Literally.
It's not like I'm some random kid who just knocked on your door, you
Right.
know?
Right. I don't know. I think the schooling system's kind of like weird when it comes to homework and shit, because it's like, especially like, you know, obviously your parents there to help you when you're really young with homework. So it's just like, if you're sending a kid home with homework that like
That's what
you
I'm
know
saying.
that their parents aren't going to remember how to do, then like you're setting us up for failure.
When I was a kid, bro,
Come
like I was rarely doing homework. I didn't do homework until I realized that grades mattered, and even then, grades never really mattered.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got to the point where, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that you have to be really dumb to not graduate if you
Right.
intend on graduating.
Right.
Like you have to be really stupid.
Right.
Like you can literally not study at all and graduate.
Right.
Seriously.
I mean, there are certain things that do matter though, like in regards to like your SATs and shit. But other than that,
Oh, but I mean, you're only taking SATs to go to higher education.
Right.
You're not taking SATs to graduate from high school.
No.
So my thing is like, it is so easy to 65 a Regents exam.
yeah.
If you can't 65 a Regents exam, you're just stupid.
Yeah.
You know, you're just dumb.
I used to like bang those out the park sometimes
Bro,
too.
I would finish in 20 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing I always hated was like when I would take a test and like I felt nervous because there was like mad people that were done before me.
Uh-huh.
But like I'm just like always in there when it came to tests. Like I always was just like making sure that I was like confident with every answer before I left it went to the next one.
I mean,
So I was
mean,
like
guess.
double checking
No,
on
my thing with
everything
that
I'm
is
doing.
I don't like second guessing myself. So I don't want to,
Yeah.
if it's multiple choice, I don't want to, if I'm, okay, that one's obviously this, that one's obviously C, D, E, whatever, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. I don't want to go back and be like, well, can it be both of them?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I'm with, I answered, that's it, on to the next one. I'm not looking back. The only thing I'll look back for, I guess, if it is multiple choice, is to make sure I didn't miss a question.
The worst were like when like you got a D that was all of the above, and sometimes when I would like on certain tests, like if all of the above ever was an answer, like you knew for sure like
Yeah.
that was the answer.
Yeah.
But then there was ones where it was like only
C
A and
B.
C.
Yeah.
Are,
Is it C and B or is it all of the above? And
yeah,
it's
I'm
like,
like,
yo,
oh
like,
my god, I got 27 minutes to finish this,
Yo.
dude. Like I don't have time to sit here
yeah,
and
like that
contemplate.
shit.
Like the
Those
fuck.
are so dumb.
Come on,
Those
dude.
are so dumb.
It's just like a head. It's like a head game
Yeah.
at that point.
Nah, there's an episode of BoJack Horseman where Mr. Peanut Butter is hosting a game show, and he's given a multiple choice question, and he asked BoJack the question, and it's like A through D or A through E. He's like, is it A this, C this, or A B this, C this, D A or B,
Yeah.
or E all of the above.
Right.
And he chose E all of the above, and he was like, no, it's D, A and B,
Yeah.
but we would have also taken C.
Oh my god.
And it's like,
that's what
yo,
I'm saying.
that's
Exactly.
every test ever.
Exactly. But
Like,
it
that's
wasn't.
every
But it
test
wasn't
ever.
D yet. No, like I
Right.
think
It wasn't D or E.
it was
but
everything
wasn't-
but one of them. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck.
Even though you would have taken the one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's like two right answers.
Or like, this is what I hate. Because you're not wrong when you do this. You know, if it asks that and it says A and B or all of the above, and you just answer one of them, you're not wrong.
No, you're not wrong, but you're also not like 100% right. And that's their thing. You have to be 100% right.
It makes no sense.
You know what I hate too? It's like when like it's like close to the end of test time. I don't know if there was like times where it wasn't like a Regents exam where like it was just like a regular multiple choice question like that you were taking in a regular class. So like when you were done, it was just flip your paper over and just chill. But if it was like getting close to the end of the class and there was like still people working, they were like, well, it's better to have an answer down than no answer at all. You know, you got a certain % chance to get it right. So it's better to guess than not to answer at all. And I'm like,
You want to know what I
that's a
hated?
terrible method. I get it.
What I hated was having to show work.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember this shit like it was fucking yesterday, bro. I was in pre-calculus and I had already taken calculus, so I wasn't supposed to be in this class. I remember they took it off my schedule after this incident. I was in pre-calculus senior year, or I don't know when it was. It was in high school. And I got in trouble, so I got kicked out of class one day, and it was a day of a test. So I had to go back and take the test by myself. By myself. There's no one in this classroom that I could potentially cheat off. I don't have answers on my fucking body. I don't have cheat sheet, nothing. I do all the work, hand my test in. She looks at it, and she looks at it, and I'm there waiting because she had to grade it right then and there because I was late, obviously.
Right.
So she's grading it, and I got like a 94 or something like that. And she said, you got X amount of answers out of X amount of questions right to score a 94, but you didn't show any work. And I said, why do I got to show work if I got them all right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's their
It's like,
curriculum.
I understand if it's showing work because I could have just looked over and looked for the answer on
See,
someone
you got
else's
the right
sheet.
answer, but I'm not sure how you got there.
Yeah, it's
so,
like, dude, and
I need to know how that you know how to get
with
there.
math
And I'm
and
like,
science specifically, it's like, why do I have to show how I got it? If I know how to do it in my head,
right.
why do I have to write it down?
Exactly. Or in the day and age that we live in now, like I don't even know if they're doing like show work. Like everyone has calculators. Like if I'm boom 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 boom
what's the
boom,
point of my
like
calculator if I'm going to do all the work on my calculator and then write down what I see on my calculator onto my piece of paper?
yeah, like come on, bro. Like just I got the right answer. Just give me the credit for it.
I never understood that.
No, I feel you.
I never understood that.
I feel you.
That shit used to piss me off, dude. Like they would try. I remember freshman year, I did the same thing in my freshman year math class at McKinley.
Yeah.
Like she did the same thing. Or no, it wasn't even that. I had this fucking weird ass math teacher, and we had a student teacher from UB as well. He was a fucking tool, and she was telling me, so like we're doing test review, like the whole class and her, we're going over all the questions on the test, saying what's right and wrong, and we get to one question. I remember this shit like it was fucking yesterday, bro. We get to one question, and I'm looking at my work, and I'm looking at her work, and I said, Miss, you got it wrong.
Right.
You know, like, and I wasn't the only one in the class that called her out on it, but I'm the one, like, exposing her for it. Like, Miss, you got, like, I'm asking, I'm like, yo, like, did you get that answer? Did you get the answer that I got? Because I thought I got this question right, and it's marked wrong.
Right.
So I look at, you know, her shit on the, you remember the projectors they used to use?
I do.
Those were old school shit.
I do.
But I'm looking at her shit, and I'm like, Miss, you got this wrong. And she was arguing with me.
Yeah.
She was like, no, like, if you were marked wrong, that's because you're wrong.
Right.
I was like, dude, like, how do we all have the same answer with the same shit showing?
Right.
And I'm doing it right now in my head, and this is adding up perfectly. Like, yours is wrong. We all agree that yours is wrong. How are you going to tell us that we're wrong? She was like, no, like, obviously I have the key or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So, like, this is the right answer, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but it's wrong. And she
Yeah.
argued with me to the point where, like, we were yelling at each other. And, like, the student teacher, like, tried escorting me out of the class. And I was like, bro, like, this kid was, like, 3 years older than me.
Right,
he was,
right,
like, a freshman. He was probably, like, a sophomore, junior in college. But,
Yeah.
like, he was a fucking loser. He's going to
Right.
school to be a math teacher. Like,
Right.
fucking kill yourself.
Yeah.
But
Something like that.
like this dude's like trying to escort me out the class because like we were screaming at each other, and I'm like, dude, literally just check her work. I'm like, you do it. You're the fucking kid that's in school for this shit. You're a loser. Go fucking check her work. And he literally took me outside. He was like, listen, whether you're right or wrong, why do you gotta always cause a scene? I'm like, why is the professional telling me I'm wrong and I'm the problem?
I mean, especially if you just brought it up like, yo, like,
Initially,
I think this is wrong.
but then obviously I escalated it because she said I was wrong when I wasn't, and neither were my classmates.
You're stupid to her.
Yo, dude, I literally remember I told her to fucking go drive her rust bucket home. Because she literally drove like this rusty ass, like Volvo, like 1980s car.
Sounds
And like,
gas.
dude, I would want to like spit on her.
Why?
Dude, because she just made me so mad, bro. You ever been told?
I mean, no, I 100% like.
Dude, just
I
someone
understand
that genuinely believes you are so wrong, even though you're not.
There's no convincing them.
You want to know what I hate? Like, similar to that is people who I'm trying to think of the right word, who interrogate you, and they think they're right about something. So they're like, oh shit, I just found this out about this person.
Right.
I'm going to interrogate them about it. They bring it up, realize they're wrong, and then they don't see any issue with that. You ever realize that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Because my thing is like, okay, you were wrong about this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's your penalty?
Right.
Why isn't there a penalty for someone interrogating me and being wrong about what they assumed or guessed or whatever?
Right. I mean, I don't know about penalty, but
I mean, what if they, let's say hypothetically speaking, if it was in regards to a relationship, and your girlfriend thought she found out something about you that you never told her when that indeed never occurred.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't she be like? Isn't there some point where it's like, oh, why'd you do that in the first place? Why aren't you getting the backlash you were just giving me for something that never happened, even though this situation that you just created actually happened?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just supposed to ignore the fact that you don't
pretty much
believe
have
me?
a conspiracy theory that has absolutely no substance to it. Yeah, for sure.
Like, why is there no penalty to that?
I agree.
And like, penalty is probably not the right word.
No, definitely not. But I know what you mean. Yeah. I mean, I can
happens
speak
a
for myself.
lot.
Like, it definitely happens a lot, especially in
Dude.
relationships. But like, that's where the toxicity starts to begin when like someone can't admit that they're wrong. That's what sucks.
And it's not even to the point where if you prove that they're wrong and they're like, okay, I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
People have too much pride in relationships,
bro.
People have too much pride.
Yo,
I've learned a lot, and I used to too. Like
pride and entitlement, man.
I've learned a lot about that
Pride
shit.
and entitlement.
So
That
now
shit
I
will
like
kill
have no
people.
problem with being wrong, but I'm also not going to put myself in a position to where like I am going to stand behind some sort of notion of something that I believe in, or like a fact that's not really a fact, like something that I think is a fact, or whatever, like a strong opinion, unless I have like all the facts, multiple sources. I'm not going to like stand behind
That's
something.
exactly how I am. Like, I'm not going to be like, should I bring this up to cause an argument?
Yeah.
Because I think it's happening, or because I think it's occurred.
Right.
No,
I need to know.
I'm not going to bring it up at all. And if I develop proof, then I'll mention it.
For sure.
If I never develop proof, it is never being mentioned.
100%.
There is no reason for that. And I feel like people can't grasp that. It doesn't have to be girl versus guy. It could be friends. You
Right.
know, it could be co-workers.
Yeah,
You know, it could be
absolutely.
any type of relationship.
Absolutely.
Dude, like you said, people are just so prideful, bro. Like, I hate, like, I have pride, but if I'm wrong about something, like,
I'm
I'll
not
be
ashamed to admit that I'm wrong.
for sure.
Like, I don't get that.
For
Like,
sure. And
people
I'm
feel like
dude,
being
and you
ashamed
know
of
me,
that.
I
is-
will argue anything till I die. But if I'm obviously just blatantly wrong about something that matters, you know, I don't care if it's something stupid.
Right.
But if it's something that, like, I'm trying to create a situation out of, and if I'm wrong, I'm like, damn, I fucked up.
Right,
You know,
right.
like, that was stupid of me.
Right. Some people don't like to go out of the way though, especially if like it's like a post situation. Like if we got into an argument about something, like we were at a bar, we got in a fight. You know, I'm saying this, you're saying that. You know, and then like later on, like I found out that like I was in the wrong. Like a lot of people like won't go out of their way to be like, yo, I should like reach out and be
Yeah,
like,
for
yo,
sure.
like you know, my bad.
For sure.
I hate that.
We're probably all in the middle of that situation right now with people we don't even know.
I don't know where that comes from though. Like why are people developed like that?
Because I would assume you never want to be wrong. Who wants to be wrong?
I mean, I think that also like the pride thing might also fall into the fact that like people have a lot of like insecurities down inside that they like
Everyone's-
don't want to show.
Bro, this is the thing, bro. These words are created for a reason, bro. It's not like the word insecurity was created to hurt someone's feelings. And,
Right.
You know, I didn't make the word insecurity to call you insecure. Like, the word was developed because it's something that everyone deals with at some point, you know?
Agreed.
Even if, you know, you could be insecure about something that has nothing to do with your physical attributes. It could be something that you just don't like. Or I could be insecure about the fact that I'm not good at chemistry.
Right.
You know, things like that.
Right.
Like, even though it doesn't matter. It's a terrible example.
I
But
think that people like
it's just the fact
fear
that
being vulnerable.
dude, people, like I said, people don't want to be wrong.
Right.
So when you're wrong about something, it's like, did I make a fool of myself? Like, am I being looked at differently now? But I'm also the same person who doesn't care about outside opinions. You know,
Yeah,
or
me neither.
perspective.
No. I care about them to a degree, not outside, but like the ones closest to me. I'm like, yo, like,
it varies.
I want people to be like, I want like my boys or like anyone close to me, like my family or whatever, to like check me if like I'm in a position where like everyone, like if it's everyone against my opinion and I'm being like ignorant about something, like, you know, check me on that shit.
Yeah, of
but
course.
enough of the philosophy talk. Let's get to these viewer topics.
All right.
Because we're about like an hour deep. So, and if you're still with us, thank you so much. By the way, this is Drum Over Fly Podcast. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube. Do all those things.
Do
Hit
those
the
things.
bell notification so that you never miss a fucking post.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, keep yourself informed on what we got going on here. Today was a little bit more of like a, let's just get some shit out. Let's just like talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get some shit off the chest.
And you might catch that sometimes, which is cool. But like, thank you.
I wanted to do that because like sometimes you just need to go in and talk about things that come up.
Venting is always positive, so don't let anyone tell you differently.
Not everything has to be a joke.
No.
You know?
Although I would love for it to be.
Take that, Anthony Jeselnik.
Who?
You fucker.
All right, so we only got a couple this week. One that we already had from last week. I'm assuming because I put this post out before our episode dropped, so they probably obviously didn't know that we talked about it already. So we'll move on from that. What are your? I guess Obama's on here, so like I don't. It's like such a wide, you know. If you just put Obama, like I'm not really sure on what I'm going to talk about Obama, but
Let me guess. Azure put that.
he did. But I
Thanks, Obama.
So Obama was elected when we were freshmen in high school.
And then reelected when we were freshmen in college.
And then reelected when we were freshmen in college. So, you know, I know he's from Chicago. I actually have been
Isn't he
to
from
his
Hawaii?
house. Well, he lives in Chicago. I've been to his house. Not in it, but kind of near it.
Very random.
He had, no, it was with school trip. We drove by Obama's house.
Oh, okay.
And he had mad, like,
Security?
it's not Social Security, obviously. It's, Homeland Security.
Secret Service.
Secret Service.
Yeah.
Social Security. And
Yeah, let me see that Obama Social Security.
I know that he like loves basketball.
Cool.
I don't really have like thoughts on him. He's very stoic in his speaking, which is kind of dope.
Yo, he's a great speaker.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
Yeah, he's very good public speaker.
Yeah. But other than
he
that,
sucks.
I don't really have like I wasn't like, and I'm not into politics now, but like I really wasn't into politics in high school. So like I really just didn't care.
Dude,
You know what I'm saying?
I was all in. Like I genuinely remember. Well, it was yeah, it was probably freshman year of college when like he was becoming president for the second term, and I just remember how big of an issue it was for him to be reelected, and my thing was like, why? Like I didn't understand why at first. Like I understood it the first time because, and I don't care what anyone says. You could take this how you want. You could suck my ass. I don't care. But Obama, in regards to being elected, I genuinely believe this. I think he was elected the first time because he was a person of color. I'm not saying he didn't have good ideas. I'm not saying he didn't have solid policies.
See, and I have no idea because I wasn't invested.
My thing is, literally every rap song in 2007
Was about Obama.
was mentioning how
That's rough.
Barack Obama was fucking black.
Yeah, for sure.
Every single rap song.
President is
every rap
black and my
artist.
Lambo's blue.
Yeah. Literally every rap song.
And I'll be goddamned if my rims ain't too. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't matter what he had to say. Literally, he can go stand up at the podium and literally just do nothing, and they'll be like, "Yeah, fucking right."
Yeah.
You know,
Obama.
Yeah, thanks, Obama.
I think that's a really crazy name though, Barack Obama.
Dude, he sucks.
That
And this is
doesn't
my
sound
thing.
American
So
enough.
after and this is one thing I hate because this is just natural hypocrisy. They owe everyone who is a supporter of someone who sucks at their job says, in regards to presidents at least, says that presidents could rarely get any work done their first 4 years in office anyways. That's why they need a second term. Okay, so if you genuinely feel that way,
Then make
and
it
there's
8
presidents who have an effect, either give the president an automatic 8 terms or 8 years for the initial term, or elect that same president to see what they do.
Right.
Because my thing is, let's say like with Bush had 8 years. You know, you look into things, they're like, why did he get 8 years? Were his first 4 years good, or was it like, let's see what he could do since his first 4 years he really couldn't do much? This is where it gets hypocritical. You go in and you use that same logic against someone like, let's say, the greatest president of all time, Donald Trump, and you get he's the worst president ever. He did nothing good for us. How? I thought you said presidents couldn't do anything in the first 4 years.
Right.
Like that's where the hypocrisy comes in. That's where the contradiction comes in.
Yeah.
And that's where I go back to Obama and I'm like, why was he elected the second time? You know,
I can't tell you.
you know, I was it because he was black still?
I mean, could be a high like percentage of why, but
He wasn't good. He wasn't a good president.
the thing that sucks though is that a lot of people
Did I
vote-
know that at the time? No, I had no idea
Yeah,
at the time.
yeah.
You know,
A lot
afterwards
of people,
you learn.
A lot of people vote though just because. Again,
Oh, yeah.
follow the fad thing.
Oh, first, bro,
They-
and
If I'm not a politician and I
Bro,
like follow,
there was
like
so many
news-
votes for Harambe in 2016.
So many. Kanye got a couple last year.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro. People would do anything.
I know.
People would do anything.
See, my thing with the terms is that like I do agree. Maybe not like 8 years for one term because that is like a long ass time. But if we're constantly like switching who's leading our country every 4 years, again,
How do you
being
expect something to work out?
especially like which is crazy because, and I don't want to get into politics because again, like I'm not very like I'm not educated on a lot of things and I'm not going to pretend like I am, but it's like we are called the United States of America, but guess what? When we have a run for presidency, it's two different parties with two different beliefs. What is united about that?
Nothing.
What is united about what we got going on here?
I mean, and that's
Why do we have sides? Why do we have the left and the right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
dude,
saying?
I agree, and that's why.
Can we just be called the states
That's
of
why,
America?
That's why I genuinely, and it sucks that it gets into political talk, but that's why I liked, and like I said, at first I hated Donald Trump. I hated him. I didn't want him to win. I wanted Bernie Sanders to win both elections. You know, but that it just wasn't the case. They wanted Hillary to win. They wanted they wanted Joe Biden to win.
Right.
Bernie Sanders to me was the fucking guy, nicest guy ever. He wants to do things for the people, with the people. At first, I genuinely thought Donald Trump was a terrible option, and then he became president. And even when he was president, I was like, dude, this dude talks like an asshole. But then I started understanding why, and realized thing. And my thing with that is, over time, I realized Donald Trump wasn't either side. He was doing things what he genuinely thought were best.
Well, he wasn't a politician, so.
So yeah, which is fine. But I mean, like even then, you don't have to be a politician to say.
No,
hey,
I know.
I'm Democratic.
I'm saying
or
like
I'm
that
right,
was
you know?
one of the things when
Yeah.
when he was first running that I was like, maybe we should give someone that's not born and bred into this industry.
Yeah.
Like,
So, I mean, not even that though. But like I said, this dude was, whether he was doing this exact action or not, he wasn't blue or red.
Right.
He was. I like some of these ideas. I like some of these ideas. I like some of my own ideas that none of you guys brought up. Let's make all of those, combine them together. And what am I? Not you. I'm not you.
some would say a dictator.
Wouldn't that be what it should be?
I think so.
I'm gonna take some of the ideas you like, but not all of them, because I'm gonna take some of the ideas you like that you guys didn't agree on, because I think that's not a bad thing, but the rest, we don't need those.
I just don't.
And then I'm gonna come up with some middle ground ideas.
I just don't like it, man. I don't like that there's two sides of this thing. We have the Crips and the Bloods of politics, dude.
Oh yeah. Same
And no one likes gangs.
Those gangs were created by the government, so.
Whatever. So fuck that topic, because I hate politics.
Yeah, that was a little solid run right there.
Yeah.
About Barrick,
Yeah, for sure.
drone strike Obama.
Drone strike. Yeah, dude, he used to just like do stuff, and no one gave a fuck.
Because he was black.
Yeah,
They were like, yo, you earned this, brother.
you're raw.
Go kill whoever you want. You deserve it.
The best things about Obama, though, I do have to say, is when like Key and Peele used to do like reenactments of Obama.
I don't think they're funny.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
god, you're the worst.
I think I'm funnier than both of them.
I think they're pretty funny.
Meh.
How do you feel about virtual reality?
Did Azure say that one too?
He did. You're supposed to be anonymous, dude.
Yo, I don't care. VR is nut. Have you ever done VR?
No.
So there's a video going around right now, and it's of this guy in like the whole VR, like full body VR. So like it has the mat, and you can run, and you got the remotes, and you got the headset, and it's got the thing around you.
Wait, you can run?
I don't know how you haven't seen this video. It's viral as shit. But like I did it when I was just in New Jersey, and bro, like this shit is one. You get nauseous as fuck.
Really?
Like, because you don't know where you're really looking.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, like, if I get stood up in the VR set, right? And the dude's like, stand this way, I'm going to put the headset over your head. Boom, he's putting it on. He puts the strap thing around me, so like I'm secure or whatever. I don't remember. And the harness, I guess. And you start looking around, bro. You don't know where you're looking, bro. So like, I don't know if your body knows that you don't know where you're looking, but bro, like, I was playing like it was like Call of Duty Battle Royale, and dude, like I'm fucking running, dude, and I'm like, yo, my head is fucking going nuts. Like I was lightheaded, my stomach was feeling weird, bro. But I'm like, this shit's kind of raw,
Right.
like so I'm just, like running this shit. Like it's really fun, bro. But like that part of it, where like I think that's what it is. I don't know if that's true, but
Your body just can't handle
dude,
it.
I just think like your body doesn't know what's going on. Like
Right.
you're seeing, but you're not seeing.
Right.
Like you're being told what to see. Like that
Yeah,
shit,
that's nuts.
dude. That shit threw my body off, bro. And when I finished it, I was like, yo, I genuinely feel like I have to puke right now.
Right.
Like it was crazy, and
Yeah,
it
a lot
wasn't
of
because of the
people say that.
running.
A lot of
It wasn't
people say
because of the fitness stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't because it was literally because like just even standing still with the VR on.
Yeah.
And like knowing you're standing still, but the shit's moving.
Since I'm saying, like, is it like a sensitivity thing in regards to like like how your head is moving, or is it like, can you set the sensitivity? Because you know
I
how
have
you
no
could do that
idea.
on a controller and shit.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because like everything that I've seen VR captured, it looks like it's all shaky and shit. So like I wouldn't want it to be like
Nah,
you could be
there's
looking
some
still, you
smooth
could
ass
be
shit.
standing still and like it's kind of shaky. Like I
I don't know. My experience was really smooth. It was just like I said, dude. The concept of it is dope,
yeah,
but I mean, like, I don't know who it's for.
right.
I don't know who's going out and buying virtual
VR.
reality stuff
Yeah,
to genuinely have a good time doing it.
I know that
It'd be
they
crazy
sell
if,
those
like,
Saber games that you like. It's like it's like Rock Band or Guitar
like
Hero,
if they
but
did like VR
that shit's so sweet.
tennis versus each other or
That'd be
shit
dope.
like that.
That'd be dope.
Which I guess is the Nintendo Wii.
Which is the Wii with just like a headset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. Will I do it again? Probably. Is it fun? Yeah, but
I'd like to try it.
it did make me sick. Like, and that might be like a cliche thing to say, but it genuinely did make me sick.
There's a Star Wars game that was specifically made for that. I mean, you could play it on console, but like it's just a space fighter game. So like you're just in the cockpit, and like my brother said on VR, that's just fucking nuts. So like I have to try it, but like that might make me sick if I'm literally feeling like I'm
Because
flying
you're
a plane.
not moving, but like it's telling you you're moving.
Yeah.
Like that shit fucks you up.
Yeah, fuck that. I want to try it though. Like if I throw up, whatever, it is what it is. But at least I said that I tried it. Do you think that like we're moving that direction or no? With like games?
I hope not. I like video. I don't want to do VR NHL. I don't want to.
I don't
wanna
think
do that.
that's ever gonna be a thing. Like, you know how many
Who knows?
You know how many like unfit people play like sports games? Like, there's no way that they're ever gonna like.
I feel like most video game players are unfit. That's a total guess.
Absolutely,
It's a total guess, but
I'd have to
I
assume
just
so
feel
too.
that way.
I mean, everyone's playing video games today though, so like I'd say we're too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like gamers.
Yeah.
Like these guys sit on the game all day.
right. Yeah, there's no way you're fit
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
unless you live on like the 7th story.
Unless you just
But the 7th
In
story
between
probably
fucking-
has the 7th story probably has an elevator. So, and then last one here is whack fools that serve you blue cheese in a sealed cup that you have to peel the top off of.
dude, that's some good blue cheese.
The stuff that has the top on it.
What's the there's a brand specifically made in Western New York. It's really good. I'm not a big fan of homemade blue cheese because
I
that
am.
blue cheese exists.
I am.
I don't mind homemade blue cheese, and blue cheese that's homemade can be good.
Well, that's the
but
thing. I
I've
think
had-
I think if you have the one with the top on it, that means that was put in there and then sealed. So obviously, unless they're using someone
I
else's
think it's
fucking blue
distributed
cheese.
and manufactured like at a mass production.
No,
But there is one.
not the clear top stuff.
No. I'm thinking of it's like white and blue, like navy blue on top, and it's blue cheese.
Oh yeah, not the fucking.
It's like blue cheese version of Hidden Valley.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's
No,
good.
not
It's good
those.
blue
He's talking
cheese
about
stuff.
the fucking plastic top that you
Oh.
got to peel off. Oh wait, no, maybe he is talking.
He's talking about what I'm talking
okay,
about, bro.
peeling. When I think
You're
of
thinking of the
plastic-
one where you take the top
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
See, like I said, I've had homemade blue cheese that's good, perfectly fine, and I've had homemade blue cheese that I was like,
Yeah.
that doesn't taste like blue cheese at all.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So that's why I don't mind just having that mass produced
I know exactly what you're
generic
talking about.
one
Yeah.
because it's always good. It's always the same thing.
I feel like it's not great though.
I don't mind it.
Like you've had Barbell. I think that they have the best blue cheese ever.
They have really good blue cheese.
And like I use,
And that's a homemade blue cheese that I like. But I've also had like, there's a place called Rainforest Cafe in Tonawanda. They have very good wings, but their blue cheese is fucking disgusting. It's just so gross. It tastes like ranch,
yeah, no, I
and
know.
it's blue cheese. Like, trust me, I know it's blue cheese.
To me, I think that stuff, the one that comes with the peel off thing, kind of tastes like ranch. It's just like more liquidy. I want my blue cheese like thicker.
I hear that.
You know what
I
I'm
can
saying?
agree with that.
I don't want it dripping off
Yeah,
my wing.
I
Like,
get that.
I want to scoop it.
I
And
guess
it's
it
fine.
depends like how they're handling it as well. You know, whether they're refrigerating it, freezing it. You know, I don't know.
Right. Speaking of fucking wings, dude. Fuck Dawson Knox, dude. Like, are you out here asking questions that you don't know the answer to?
Dude,
Like,
what's wrong with him?
he should know. Like, he's been here what 3 years now.
Yeah.
And you're still asking this question? See, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, he's giving in, and I think I talked about it before, about how, like, the analysts and how they ask new
Yeah.
players and shit. Like,
Yeah.
what do you prefer, blue cheese ranch? Like, we got to stop, like, having this thing where, like, Buffalo is literally just about chicken wings and blue cheese. Like,
I mean,
fucking get it.
at least it was just him.
Yeah.
But my thing is, he likes flats.
Does he?
Yeah, that's what he said. He liked flats more.
Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah.
I saw. I mean, he was asking Bill's Mafia, so, and
Oh, I reacted.
oh, so did I. He yeah, man, he's on my shit list right now.
I like him.
I like him too, but like, come on, bro.
Dude, people hate on him. He's good.
Nah, he's not the greatest.
Yo, Dawson, if you see this, bro, drums are better than flats, but
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I got you. A lot of people in Buffalo don't fuck with you, bro. I fuck with you.
he's all right. He's got nice hair.
You're nice. You got great hair.
He's got nice hair.
Phenomenal. You're fucking. You think I forgot about that play against Cincinnati rookie year? I didn't.
Yeah, but the dude's got brick hands sometimes, dude.
No, bro. I'm so sick of this. Everyone drops passes. Everyone.
That's true.
Cole Beasley just dropped mad passes. You gonna yell at him?
I mean, I did yell at him.
No offense, Cole. Love you.
I did yell at him.
Keep fighting the fucking fight, boy.
I did yell at him.
That's the unvaxxed king.
Yeah, he damn near is
He is
probably
the
like
unvaxxed
most,
king.
He's
Bro,
probably the most popular unvaccinated.
my boy is so raw. He literally said, "Yo, hit him up. If you can't go to the Bills game because you're unvaxxed, if you could go to an away game."
He said that to one specific person.
No.
He was replying to somebody.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying in general,
Right.
people
That's still a
responded.
dope, like,
Yo, he's
gesture.
that boy.
Yeah, that's still a dope gesture.
Good deed of the decade.
But eventually, I feel like the league is going to follow suit. Like, it's
Tell
not going
the
to just be.
league-
It's not going to be just New York State.
Texas won't follow. Go to a game in Texas.
I mean, if you can.
Florida's not going to follow. Go to the Florida game.
If you can get there.
Why can't, he said he'll pay for the tickets. You just got to pay for the flight.
I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it.
Proof is in the pudding, Cole. Check us out.
So yeah, I think we can wrap it up there.
Cool. Hey, drummer flat. Bills
Sure.
week 2. What do we got? What do we got for the score prediction? Score prediction this week, Johnny B.
Against
Miami rival.
Two and the boys.
Tell Tua he could touch the Tua.
Tua and the boys. I don't know what they scored last week.
They beat Patriots 17-16.
Interesting. So
Mac vibes.
the Patriots defense is trash. So
Yeah, you hear that, Bearcat?
I'm gonna give them 13, and we're gonna win 13-24. It's gonna be a close
Fuck!
game. It's gonna be a close game.
That was my score.
Yeah, it's gonna be a close
That
game.
was my score.
Hey, that's cool.
I was going to say I'm going to say 27-14 now.
Okay, that's cool.
Cuz I was in my literally since earlier before we recorded this I said, "Hey, I'm going to go on there. I'm going to say 24-13."
That's dope.
But I'll take 27-14.
That's dope.
Hey, you heard it here first, you heard it here second.
You heard it here third. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck. You heard it here. Last week our predictions were actually terrible.
Terrible. I'm hoping we do better this
Who would
week.
have thought, though? You know what I'm saying?
Made it seem like we don't know shit.
Come on, dude. But it was pretty funny, though.
All right, so I'm going with it. Josh Allen going to have a day. Big comeback. Show us that he's still MVP.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's do it.
Josh might have like 3 total touchdowns. So he'll have 2 passing, 1 rushing,
I think he'll
And a
account for
field goal.
every touchdown we have.
and a field goal. Yeah.
Cool.
No
And
rushing.
he'll kick the field goal.
No. I mean, shit. Should be
Shit.
dope. But
T-Bass.
yeah, follow us on Instagram at DrumOverFlat.
At racism.
We are at we are on Facebook now, so go over there, follow our page, give us a like.
Yeah,
Get
please
engaged.
like, share, dude. Do something like,
Yeah.
yo, we get views.
Mm-hmm.
We get views.
We get plenty of views.
Understand it. You guys might not love us. But you're watching our shit.
But you're still here, yeah. So you might as well interact with
share
us.
it.
Help us out.
Yo,
help us help you.
Like I said, share it even if you're going to hate.
Yeah.
We'd be like, yo, like, honestly.
Like, share this joint, but be like, yo, like, this like,
shit's
it's the
not
worst
good.
podcast I've ever literally seen.
Not good.
Ever.
I don't like anything they have to say.
Because sometimes I don't.
I don't even like their faces.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Sometimes I don't like to sit here with you, but you know what? I do it because then there's other times where I love it. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube.
Mafia.
You can follow me on Instagram at homewood_. My buddy over here at racism. He already said that.
With the H.
And we'll see you next time.
Don't forget the H.
Don't.